Okay, let's continue. Efficient data management databases allow you to quickly insert, update, and delete data. Data sharing the databases enable multiple users and applications to access the central information simultaneously. Data analysis databases provide the structure to analyze the data and gain valuable insights. There are various types of databases, each has its specific use cases. Here are two common database types: Relational Database Management Systems (RDBMS). This is the most common database type, organizing data into tables into with rows and columns. The popular RDBMS are PostgreSQL, MySQL, MariaDB, Oracle Database, SQL Server, and IBM DB2. Documented databases are NoSQL databases. These types of databases stores data as documents. The popular document databases are MongoDB, Databricks, and Amazon DynamoDB. To interact with data in RDBMS, you need to use structured query language or SQL, which is a central topic of this site. Overview of SQL. SQL stands for the Structured Query Language. SQL is pronounced as SQL. SQL is a standard language for interacting with RDBMS. It allows you to create and maintain database structures such as tables, insert, update, and delete data, retrieve data from tables. SQL consists of three main parts. Data definition language (DDL) deals with the database structure creation and modification. For example, create table, alter table, and drop table statements. Data manipulation language (DML) provides statements to query data such as select statement and modify the data like insert, update, and delete statements. Data control language (DCL) includes statements working with user authorization and security such as grant and revoke statements. Key SQL concepts. Core the core of an RDBMS is tables. Tables allows you to organize data in rows and columns. Columns represent specific fields. Rows shows individual records. For example, an employees table has the employee ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, etc. Columns 8 contains many rows, each representing an employee record. SQL standards. SQL was one of the first commercial database languages in 1970s. Since then, different database vendors implemented SQL in the products with some variations. The American Standards Institute (ANSI) published the first SQL standards in 1986 to bring greater vendor conformity. ANSI updated the SQL standard in 1992, SQL 92, and SQL 2, and again in 1999 as a SQL 99 and SQL 3. Every time ANSI added new features and commands into SQL language. Today, NSA and the International Standards Organization maintain SQL standards as ISO IEC 9075 standard. The latest release standard is SQL 2023. The SQL standards formalize SQL syntax structures and behaviors across database products. It becomes even more critical to open source databases such as MySQL and PostgreSQL, where the DBMS are developed mainly by the communities rather than big corporations. SQL dialects. SQL dialects are like English spoken by various English speaking countries such as UK, the US, and India. SQL dialects exist for the following reasons: innovation. RDBMS vendors and communities continuously add new features to optimize the database products. SQL dialects allow them to provide unique features not part of SQL standards. Performance. Dialect includes statements that work well with a particular database, resulting in faster statement execution. Here are some popular SQL dialects. MySQL has a procedural language since version 5. PL or SQL stands for Procedure Language of SQL. It is developed by Oracle for the Oracle database. Transact SQL or T-SQL is developed by Microsoft for Microsoft SQL Server. PL or PG SQL stands For procedural language, PostgreSQL is consists of SQL dialects and extensions implemented in PostgreSQL. In each tutorial, we will explain the SQL syntax structures and behaviors that are valid across the databases. We will also discuss the exceptions that may exist in specific databases. I will save this in. I'll come back to it later. Now on to the next. Okay, let's start with the quiz. What is a database? Actually comes from data stored in a computer program in a special spreadsheet web application. Next, what is the which of the following is not a feature of database? Efficient data storage, fast retrieval data retrieval, efficient data management, slow data processing. What is the most common type of database? Relational database. Next, question for which of the following is popular RDBMS? PostgreSQL. And next, what does SQL stand for? Structured query language. Which part of the SQL deals with data creation and modification? Modification is data definition language. What is the core of an RDBMS? Tables. And okay, good. And go on to the next one.